Hello, people of YouTube. Hello, silver stackers. Hello, coin roll hunters. Welcome to my little corner of the internet. This is Michael from Penny Haven, and first off, if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, then give it a like, then come back over here and hit that bell icon so you know when my new videos come out. All right, so this one is another another episode in the Appraisals Adventure series that I'm doing in collaboration with Brad from Brad's World Coins. Basically, he's doing a gargantuan appraisal, and he has let me do the mostly wheat set portion of it. So, all the sorting is done. Everything is where it should be. That took a lot of hours. But yeah. It was fun. It was a lot of fun to go through this, see what's there. And now I'm down to the actual appraisal part. So you can see I'm up in my office. I'm not down at the dining room table anymore. I don't need that type of space. But what I have tonight is this is the bin with the 1909 to 1939 coins. And then I've got this box, almost a full penny box, just rolls of Wheaties, and I have them by year right now. So, and talk about how I feel the best way to go about offloading these, if that's what she wants to do, would be. So, and kind of giving an idea of what the owner of the collection could expect to sell these for. Oh, and by the way, hello, owner of the collection. I understand that you've been watching some of these videos, so hey, hi. Thanks for the opportunity. It's been a lot of fun. All right, so I'm going to shut the camera off for a moment, and I'm going to reset some things. I'll get back to you shortly. Oh, just count yourself lucky that I'm not doing a time lapse of an Excel spreadsheet. No one wants to watch that. All right, here we go. Okay, so these are all the wheat cents that I've put into rolls by year. Now, there are 41 rolls of them, I believe was the number, and all over the place. These are just the 40s and 50s, the ones that had enough, of course, to roll up, and the ones that had enough that were of, a circulated, lower grade variety that I would feel just fine rolling them up and selling them like that. And so I've priced them out kind of on the between fine and extra fine, just kind of circulated and keeping it low so they will sell. So, except for like the 43, the steels, those are, I put about $10 on that. They go for like 12 or something, but I think 10 would be a great starting bid for a roll of steels. And I have suggested that, to take a photo for, an eBay auction or something, display them out, because I did cull all the ones that have cosmetic issues, because the 1943 is, of course, the year that they were saving copper for the war effort, and they made the pennies out of steel with a zinc coating. And zinc and steel are two metals that, given a chance, will corrode and get disgusting. So you can have a little zinc rot, and that opens up to the steel, and then you have a rusty penny. So I culled all the ones with rust and the nasty ones. So these are all very decent, not super condition. I saved some really nice ones out, but yeah, these are all circulated but not rotting away, so that's a decent roll. And the 55s, I searched all of them, looking so close, wishing for that 1955 double die obverse. No luck, unfortunately. So I have them priced basically as suggested beginning, like $3.50 to $5-6 for most of the years. A couple of the 40s are for about $6, and then the $10 starting bid for the steelies. So that's what these are like. And you can sell these one at a time. It would probably take a lot longer. But what I would suggest doing is kind of bundling them rather than paying like $2.50 shipping on a $4 roll of coins. Sell like 10 rolls of coins, bring down the average price a little bit just to encourage the sale, and you can do a flat rate shipping box. So $15 to ship it all rather than $2.50 per roll. So that's, just one other way to kind of get the most out of this. All right, on to some other things. Okay, so I'm shifting gears a little bit. I spoke with the owner of the collection and kind of explained some of the ways that this can be sold in lots and larger packages of wheat cents to reduce the labor involved in selling off a bunch of this. And she says she's not sure if or when she's going to sell it. She might end up just splitting up and giving it to people. Since this is by far the least valuable section of her collection, which says a lot of stuff about how great her collection is. So I'm here. It's a Saturday night, and I'm really diving into this, burning the midnight oil, Mr. Excitement, Saturday night coin hunting. And so basically what I'm doing now, I've got a spreadsheet where I have the year, the mint, the denomination, the material, which is basically uniform for all of this, and then kind of a starting bid, even though she's not probably going to be selling much of this, if any of it, in the near future on eBay. Just kind of give an idea of, just a basic idea of what it's worth. And I'm doing that for everyone. So, like, say this is the 1918 Philadelphia wheat cents right here. And then inside that bag, I've got the 1918D and 1918S. So for the most part, you can fit the other mints into smaller bags. That's what I'm running into so far in this collection. Sometimes, like the Denver will have its own bag. There's just too many. So that's basically what I'm doing, and I'm running through 1909 to 1939 tonight. That's when I'm going to get all gone through, counted up how many there are. I'm separating out any that are of higher quality and putting them in flips and then putting them in a separate place. But I'm kind of doing all of the circulated, good to fine, good to very fine in their kind of condition, and giving an aggregate estimate of what one could expect to sell. So that's what I'm doing right now. I will come back and show you. Okay, so I bet whenever I told you I was going to show you some beautiful coins at the end of this video, you didn't think I was talking about Canadian cents. But that is one of the big things I do want to show off to you. First, I will show you a couple of other things of interest. Let's see here. Not a very rare, valuable year. This is a 1957 Philadelphia, but it is beautifully toned. I hope that I can get that across with some photos. It's got beautiful green, purple toning on it. Gorgeous. Then this is the VDB that's in the best condition. It definitely has original luster. You can even get a bit of a cartwheel on the reverse. It is just super beautiful. All right. Oh, and then there was this 1943 steel cent. And I know I looked at it very close with a loop, and I was sure that it's been replated. Looking again right now, I'm not seeing the pitting like I thought it was. I'm sure it has been replated. It's just maybe a good job. But the reason that I set this one aside and put it in a flip is it actually has a little toning. It's a little red, blue, green over here. It's very light, but it's there. Just interesting to see on a steel cent. Okay. Now, Canadian cents. I have a lot of love for Canadian cents. I'll just say that right off. And I found quite a few in these bags here. So almost a whole tube full of Canadian cents, and a great variety. So I'm gonna start off here. This top row is all King George VI, and that was Queen Elizabeth's father, and he reigned until his death. I believe he did die in 1952, And I do have the last year of issue here, 1952, King George VI, and the first year Queen Elizabeth issue. That's 1953 right here. And these are all of the first portrait, young head variety for Queen Elizabeth II. That's 1953 to 1964, and there are just a stack of 64s over here. That must have been a very high vintage year, because I tend to see a good amount of 64s out there. And then her second portrait was 1965 all the way through 1989, and that's these right here. I did not bother to spread them out by year. The same reverse, of course, newer portrait. That stayed around for quite a while. That's these here as well. Then I have this, which is a commemorative from 1967. It's 1867 to 1967. This is a centennial celebration. And they released a wonderful mint set that year with Canadian animals on the reverse of all the coins. And some silver coins as well. That's just a beautiful set. I'll probably pop a shot of that in here. I have that set and I just love it. So this is a rock dove on the reverse. And then these are the newest portrait. That was from 1990 to 2002. Oh wait, no, that's not the newest, of course, till 2002. I just don't have any of the newer ones that started in 2003. So, the thing about Canadian pennies, too, is in 2013, Canada decided to do away with the cent. So, I keep every Canadian cent that I find because not only did they do away with them, but they started having banks and businesses round them up and turn them in to reclaim the metal since they were demonetized. You know, they could just reclaim the metal. So, yeah, so they're going to be a diminishing supply of Canadian cents, so I will always grab anyone that I find. And I just like them anyway. And yeah, so another thing they're doing is they round to the nearest 5 cents since they got rid of their penny, of course. Makes sense. So, yeah, you go to Canada, everything's going to end in 5 or 0. Alright, so that's all I've got for right now. I will have one final round on the wheat cents. I made a big mistake, and I was going through some pre-wrapped rolls, just making sure that what was written on the outside was correct. And there was one, I think it was just marked old coins, or I think it might have been marked the wrong year, but I opened it up just to confirm, and it was a complete roll of 1955 San Francisco BU. They were gorgeous, and I did not take a picture of them. That's my bad. I really wish I would have. They were just so beautiful. I just can't. Alright. Okay, I'm going to get out of here now before I just keep telling you all the things that I forgot to take pictures of that I already gave back. Okay, I'm going to get out of here. This is Michael from Penny Haven. Happy hunting.